CMC, for the people, by the people. CMC, for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens Movement for Change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up, Liberia. CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. CMC, 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 for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens Movement for Change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up, Liberia. CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity. CMC core values. CMC Global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's hold together. Let's hold together. Peace and unity. Raise up the hands. CMC. The land of liberty, the land of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, yes, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, yes, for the people. CMC, yes, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, 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 the time.
CMC, yes, yes, yes. It's a new dawn. The time has come. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wheresoever you are. This is the Political Launch. Thank you for tuning in. And my name is Grace Kowa. I am here in the great state of Pennsylvania. And I am also happy to be here. And it is a good day today, Monday, June 23rd, 2025 happens to be my anniversary, and I'm happy to be here to share that with you guys. No matter what the case may, I will always come on. I'm not this person say, oh, I'm taking off because of this. No, I don't take off. The work has to be done. The work has to be done. So I am here. I want to say welcome to all of you guys on social media that are following us. If you follow me, share the show. Welcome to the people in Radio Land in Liberia. If you're listening to us, invite other people to listen to us on the radio. We are broadcasting on True FM everywhere True FM is being played. We are streaming on Facebook Live on the Dr. Francine page and also on Citizens Movement for Change page, and we are on YouTube as well. It is good to be here on this platform. We come to talk about social issues, we talk about political issues, and we also push Citizens Movement for Change CMC agenda. So that's why we are here, and I'm happy to be here. So many things are happening in Liberia today, a lot of stuff going on. We'll be discussing that. We also have a segment in this show where we read the letter from Sakapie by our Honorable Musa Hassan Belete. His letters are very, very, very impressive and very, very educative. So we read the letter here on a segment part of the show. So we'll always do that. I want to thank you again for joining. You on here, share the show. We are happy to have you. Ansu, what's up? We can't hear you. I can't hear you, Ansu.
Said thank you so much. Thanks again. Thanks, Madam Griggs. And let me say good afternoon, good morning, wherever you find yourself, especially for those of you in the diaspora monitoring us at this time. Welcome again. Good to be here on the Political Lodge after a very long weekend, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. You know, the week starts on Sunday. Monday, get back to work. So good to be here, Madam Griggs, and it's wonderful. A great Monday here in Liberia.
Thank you, Ansu. So, Ansu, I know it's good to be here, and and we are always happy to come and tell the people exactly what's going on. Especially when it comes to CMC and what's going on in Liberia. This weekend was our famous.
Exactly so.
What happened in Minnesota? So
Yeah.
we had our program in Minnesota this weekend, where we were able to introduce CMC to the Minnesota Liberian community. And we're also able to establish a chapter in Minnesota on the 21st, which was on last week, Saturday. And it was a very wonderful program. And we had a lot of interesting activity going on that day. So I want us to talk about it more. I don't know whether you saw it on Facebook, but our actual videographer was able to capture everything and take some very beautiful pictures. So we are waiting on them to release that. We also did an interview, one-on-one interview with the global chair, and they did another interview with myself. So we had the interview going. That will be also shared on social media. We talk about, what CMC vision is like, and also what we expect to accomplish within a year, what our goals were and everything. So we talk about those things. So it was a wonderful program. We wish you guys would attended, but I sure you didn't get your ticket to fly over to Minnesota, so you were not in.
Yeah. But back home here, we're just here for all the activities, as you said, the videos, the photos and other stuff. Your group chats were very, very active. So we are back home here, finding you the activities there in Minnesota. And just for the short videos and photos that we managed to see, that tells that you people had a successful program. Other sticks, the UX, where we have Liberians who follow the program for the weekend. I know you guys all the stuff. If you maybe text messages or calls when you will be when the team will be visiting them.
Okay, so you said when the team will be visiting who?
Yeah, I said for videos and photos, training indeed from the program in Minnesota. So I know other Liberians in other states there in the UX, they already started placing calls, so you're maybe texting people and asking when CMC team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You are right, because even in the global chat room, CMC global chat room, I don't know you in that chat room, but I heard the people from Phoenix, Arizona, was seeing that they're gearing up for the chapter to be established in Arizona, and they were also seeing that they were very excited because they even will have a bigger program and everything than Minnesota, so they started to compare, but we don't do that. We show the love around, so we waiting for Phoenix to be able to gear up and get the members. Once they have enough members to equivalent them to a chapter, we'll be going out to Phoenix and we'll be doing the same old thing there. And any other state that are able to gear up their members and have enough to create a chapter. So we're looking forward to that. And you are right, they've been calling and they've been texting and seeing that they really want to establish chapters to different areas. So, but we're very excited with our Minnesota team. They are very brilliant people in Minnesota. We met women and men that are very geared up and ready to go for CMC movement for change, trying to move the party agenda and push, the party vision. So we are very excited. We met some very, very nice women that are on board, that they will, I think one of them is already recommended to be the secretary for the chapter there in Minnesota. And we
Mm.
met some brilliant men, that are willing to work. I just spoke with one of them today. He's going to join the officers in Minnesota to be able to, work along to push a CMC agenda in that area. The program was attended, it was well attended. The amount of people we wanted there was there, and we had dignitaries,
Okay.
Minnesota high power dignitaries that represented the community were all there. Mr. Winfred Russell was there. They had the president for the Minnesota community, Liberian community. He was impressed. He was present there. He was there until the end. And we have some reputable people in Minnesota and some regular people like ourselves were also in attendance of the program. The food was very nice and the program went all well. The DJ did a very good job in his music playing. The MC was Mr. Chocon Page. We want to say thanks to all those people that came out and show he did a good job in MCing the program as well. He spoke highly about CMC. He saw some things that he saw and he was impressed. He mentioned it there. So we have all of that going on. And I would like to, I don't know if Henry can play the induction speech by the president of the chapter. There was an induction speech by the president of the chapter, Mr. Johnson Doe. We call him Johnson Chester Doe. He gave a very, very brilliant induction speech. So I want us to play that if you have it. So the other people who was not able to see that listen to it, but it was a nice speech, and I was very happy to have him do that. We did the induction ceremony. We saw them into office, and were able to certificate the party as well. So they are very certificated. And our political leader came on and he spoke via social media. He spoke at the program. He gave a very brilliant speech. Mr. Honorable Musa Belete, he speaks very well. He said what he had to say, and it was a wonderful time we had. And I was very happy with the output of the program. I was impressed with the men in Minnesota. They did what they had to do, and it was a wonderful time. CMC has a chapter now in Minnesota, Minneapolis. So if you are hearing me and you want to be a part of CMC, you should call Johnson Doe. We will share his information, or you can call the vice chair, who is Mohammed Ensar Dole. He is a magnificent individual. He is ready to move and shake anything. He will be able to talk to you. They are there, and they will be moving CMC forward in Minnesota. And by the way, Minnesota is the biggest Liberian community in the Americas. So we are happy that Minnesota was the first place for us to actually induct a chapter, because I know those boys are hard workers. So I know they will be bringing more people on in that area. And if they will be planning some, activities and stuff, and will be flying into there always to support them on their endeavors, trying to grow the chapter, in the way that we expect them to grow. So they have their strategies together. They have their plans. They have their goals and what they want to accomplish. I know before we had a program, you all saw them going Jehovah Witness style from place to place, trying to introduce people to CMC, and they did a very good job doing that. So we were satisfied. We want to tell people that this program was not a rally. The program was not a fundraiser. It was not a rally. It was not a fundraiser. It was an induction ceremony, and that's what we went there to do. So we know people, because we know that Liberians, most of us don't know how to distinguish between those things. So we did what we expected. That's what happened there. So it was a beautiful program. We at CMC, we are doing things differently. We want to see, because the change has to show through everything that we do, and that's what we are doing. So the change is going to be clear, even in the way we interact, the way we play our programs, the kind of activities we do. Everything will show the change in it, because we are a whole different party, and we own it thoroughly. So yeah, I don't know if you need any other information, but I want to say, Othello Dylan, thank you for watching from Boston. Abraham Buema, thank you for watching from Nima. Musa Vaduen Fadwana, hello everyone. Musa say, thank you guys for watching. If you want, share the show, and let's do this. And Dr. Francine is here. Dr. Francine, welcome on the show tonight. You look very beautiful.
Thank you. So do you. So do you. I
I
guess
like your hair.
I still have that traveling vibe going on, a
Okay.
little tired, but but so do you. You look just
Thank
marvelous.
you.
I admire the fact that we can display our African attire on the show.
Yes,
It,
yes.
it looks good on you. I like the colors.
Thank you so much. And you look very nice with your earrings and your African attire. And you are doing your thing as always. It's good to have you here.
Yes.
And I was just like you can speak now, but I was talking about CMC program we had recently in Minnesota. So that's what we're talking about. So go ahead.
Yeah. Before I even start the program, I apologize for being late. I was actually unexpectedly moderating another platform. But then I also at the end of the show I want to announce a happy anniversary. So audience, when you call in or you commenting, please join me in celebrating the wedding anniversary of Madame Grace Gua. She is a powerhouse to the CMC family. We are blessed to have her. We are very thankful. She works very hard. So thank you so much. We are also blessed that her husband, she has a type of husband that understands the needs of CMC. He's very patient. He helps, he supports. This morning when I called him to wish them a happy anniversary, but Chris, I completely, let me say, I forgot and we went into talking about CMC. And he just joined us, nicely and give us some feedback. So, Mr. Gua, thank you again for loving your wife and being an example to what a husband is supposed to be in the community. And Grace, I'm wishing both of you a happy, blessed years to come. Okay. So after my thoughts about the program was a success. We're very happy. We've accomplished a giant step in making sure that we develop chapters in the United States, and this was the first of many more to come. So for all of those who supported us, spreading the flyer, announcing the program, I want to tell you thank you so much for listening to us and believing in the values and the mission of CMC, and to the Chester Doe, Muhammad Dolly, and William Kennedy, and all of those, their wives. I don't even want to forget their wives. They're unsung heroes behind the scene, but they're very, very supportive. We met, their wives. I can't stop, craving for the food that we ate. You guys were so gracious to us. When we went in, Chester Do had a spread. I mean, the food. I wish I forgot. I could have, I wanted you to say something for me to pack it up. And I'm not used to packing food, but that food was so good to pack it up. And I'm gonna bring it on the plane with me. I'll tell you, no lie. I think we're allowed to do that. So yes, but thank you so much. There was kesali, there was fufu and soup, there was flour soy and fufu, there was little knick-knack like pasta salad, there was cornbread, there was rice bread. I mean, it was just too much.
You're getting my leg. You're thinking about the food, man. Stop.
Just bread, I think. And then also, I know, right? And then Saturday morning, and I think Grace, you probably recognize on Saturday, I was moving very slowly because that food we ate to Mr. Kennedy's home. His wife prepares the really, really, really
Oh,
old.
that's how I agree. I had dog, man.
It was just so nice. It had a yam in it. It had cassava in it. It had plenty. And then she mixed up the smoked fish.
You did
Yeah,
gravy.
also
Oh,
just-
your fish will be gravy. My God. I still have to eat your cocoa.
I mean, they not crab, the crawfish on that small crawfish, the little BB one, and me, I enjoy it. I enjoy. I enjoy it. And so I was moving very slow. We had to go to run some errands and do some things. I was moving so slowly after eating such a sumptuous and heavy meal. So I just want to, once again tell our family members, the CMC family in Minnesota. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful, wonderful time. We're looking forward to reciprocating the good time that we had in Minnesota, and also the work that you did to make CMC a success in Minnesota. I'm very proud to call myself the CMC Global Chair, and I'm proud to have Madam Gua working with me, and also for the work that you did. I'm proud that you were able to do that. So thank you so much. It was a wonderful, wonderful time. Yeah, so that's my reflection. I'm actually, I was thinking, I would say one more thing, Grace. I was thinking about it, like both of the homes we went to, they were beautiful guys. They were just like they came out of the magazine. So
yeah, those boys, they live,
yes, they enjoying. I mean, they're living well. They're working hard, and so when you see people progressive in the United States, they are doing well. They have their homes. Their children are doing well. You kind of wonder, what's the struggle? Why do they love Liberia so much? Why would they want to return to the country? Why would they want to fight for the country? But but then you get the sense that it's about Liberia. No matter where we go, how far we climb up this ladder of success, Liberia provided our values, our first step. It just provided something to us. I think we had a conversation where our newest strings are buried in this whole weekend. But for many of us, that's Liberia is where it's buried, and for some reason, we've been pulled back to our country to give back, to do something to help transform Liberia, and that's what the weekend was all about. So for all of you guys who listen to us and were part of us this weekend, I want to thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I wanted them to play Chester's what he spoke with the induction when he was talking about the induction. I wanted them to play that because it was just very significant and very very well done. So I wanted it to be played, but I don't know if Ansudan has that video, but he did a very good job. I got the video. Yeah, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna play it. He spoke very well, and he talked about CMC. That's the reason why the way he talked about CMC, I wanted people to
hear. Our beloved country, Liberia. Today, we gather here to officially introduce to you this brand new grassroots political party, the Citizens Movement for Change, CMC, to tell you what our party is all about, and to install members of its Minnesota chapter in the United States. However, this is not just another lunch, an introduction to our party to the state of Minnesota. It is rather a profound movement of purpose, unity, and a shared commitment to a new direction for our beloved country, Liberia. The CMC was born out of necessity, fueled by the frustrations of our nation trapped in cycle of corruption, greed, broken promises, and missed opportunities. But more than that, it was born out of hope. Hope that Liberia can rise again and will rise again, and a bold leadership and with active participation of everyone that's present here today. So the question is, why CMC? Why now? Liberia stands at a critical crossroad. Of course, we've got the talents, we've got the resources, and the spirit to prosper, and what it takes us as a people to get there, to get to where we want to be. But our systems are broken. The CMC exists to change that. Our mission and our purpose are deeply rooted in these clear and urgent goals. To champion developmental reforms that create jobs and uplift communities. To demand political accountability for our leaders so that leadership truly serves its people. And to promote national unity, knowing that our diversity is our strength. And lastly, to uphold integrity, transparency, and justice as a pillar of our future. So what does this represent today? I stated earlier, this program today is just not another ceremony. It is a call to action. Yes. Today you will hear from leaders and advocates who truly believe in this vision. You will learn how to contribute through ideas, through service and advocacy. And you will see that you are not alone in this endeavor. This room is filled with people like you today who believe, as you do, that Liberia's best days are still ahead. But let me also challenge us here this evening to get involved, to learn our mission and our vision, to get involved, to join a committee here, to volunteer, to spread the word, to hold us accountable above everything else. We believe it and we welcome in that. The change definitely demands integrity. In closing, I would like to once again remind us that the future we all seek will not be handed down to us on a single planet. It must be built, not just by politicians, but by ordinary Liberians like us, farmers, teachers, mothers, youth, entrepreneurs, and the list goes on. Liberia's rebirth starts here, today, in this room, in this place, with verses like ours. So let us today begin a new day of action, not just hope. Together, let us write a new chapter for our beloved country, Liberia. May God bless this movement and the people of Liberia. Thank you.
That was a beautiful, beautiful introduction of the Citizen Movement for Change introduction message that Mr. Johnson Doe read very firmly. If you all don't know, Johnson is he's the chairperson for the CMC chapter in Minnesota. And then Mr. Mohammed read a very beautiful closing as well. I cannot find the video. If you go on I will try to share the video. I'm going on his page to see it, but we'll play it later on. But I just want to say, before we move forward, I want to thank all the Liberian representation that was in the hall, everybody that came to the program. They did an awesome job by showing up. But some of the Liberian community leadership were there. And then our journalists were there who I really admire. So I will have to call names here tonight. So Mr. Wayne Doe was in attendance. He was there from the beginning to the end. We also have Mr. Safa Barclay. He was in attendance there as well. We have Winfred Russell. He was in attendance. We really appreciated them coming. And we had a journalist, Mr. Dennis Jar from Focus on Liberia. He was in attendance. So we want to say thank you to all those people and also the people that were there that the names are not called. We appreciate everybody for showing up and supporting us in our endeavors. And it was a very beautiful, well-planned and organized program. So we will be doing that around America, on a regular basis. So who knows, if you can gather your people in your state and you think we can form a chapter there, you let us know. You bring in the members, we come and form a chapter. That's how it goes, right? Yes. So we thank everybody for, and if I want to talk a little bit on the speech, you can go ahead now.
Yeah, I'm grateful to Chester Johnson Doe, Johnson Doe, for his great speech. He kind of laid out for us the direction in which Liberians should, go. He kind of laid out for us that we are at a crossroad. Believe it or not, we often come here and tell you about the Unity Party and CDC. Those are the two parties that have, governed Liberia for the past couple of years. And in the year 2025, we have not seen significant results, so we are asking ourselves, why these two parties? Why we keep my co-host Grace like to say is like a woman who's in an abusive relationship with two parties. But he told us that it's a call to action. So as we are going around to these different states, we are asking you to be a part of this call to action. Chester tells us his story when we were there that he's never been a part of a political party, but he feels the need. There's a burning desire inside of him that he needed to do something. He needed to look at development in our country. He needed to look at leadership serving the people instead of enriching themselves. Okay, he needed to look at how there's strength in our diversity, uniting Liberia instead of the divisiveness that exists. And these are things that Chester talked about. He wanted to also look at upholding justice and integrity and accountability, and that's what we stand for. And so he's telling you, if you're sitting at your home just thinking about, how can I contribute to Liberia? Perhaps you want to be just an affiliate to the party or join our political party. We are the third lane, and we're giving you another option. So that's what I wanted to add. But thank you so much. It was a beautiful speech, both by Chester and Mohammed. Mohammed did the closing remark, and he did a beautiful speech as well.
And our sister Didi, she is the Midwest chair, and in the Midwest and the West chair, she did the overview of the program. She too spoke very well. The message was intertwined. The message, they all were saying the same thing when it comes to citizens movement for change and what we see to accomplish as Liberians moving Liberia forward instead of us remaining with these two political parties that are taken away from the country. The country has not been developed since they have been in leadership for 20 plus years. So it was a beautiful time. Didi, you did an awesome justice. You know how to put it together. That's one thing I like about you. You know how to execute. And they were all able to execute their duties, and we appreciate that. And they all came from the Midwest. That's the reason they were chosen to do those different messages, so that our people can hear and hear us well.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Didi. Thank you, Didi. Thank you. Ada Scott is also an assistant to Didi. So Didi did very well. It was just we don't get to see her a lot because she's in the Midwest, but she came in and just kind of just got down, did everything that we were expecting to do, like whatever we needed to do. She was a wonderful help, especially when there are things that we had to do. She just kind of fitted right in as usual and had me laughing to stitches. So Didi, if you're listening, we stay gossip about you. Yeah, want you to know. Yeah, I gotta tell you. Yeah, I gotta tell you more. I got more to tell you. I gotta tell you
more. Well, that's also, so much and so much about our program. And I talk about the political leader, his speech that he gave at the program.
Okay.
And he did it via social media, and that was his speech was very important. And he spoke well. He sent his condolences to the people of Minnesota on the loss of that, the representative, and also her husband. And it was a wonderful time. And most people called me and told me when he did that, they really appreciated it. Yeah. So,
yes.
So that's it. And I told them that we have a segment here where we have to read the letter from Sakapi, which is one of our things that we do.
Yes. So I miss it. I kind of miss it over the Sunday because we were both recuperating, and then I kind of glanced over it again. It was a good one too, as usual.
As usual. So I want to welcome Pinsville Seventh-day Adventist Center Church. They are watching from LBS Community Liberia. I want to welcome our forever supporter, Mr. Mohammed Inza Dole. Mr. Mohammed is watching from Minnesota. He is the vice chairperson of CMC chapter in Minnesota. And he says that happy anniversary to our wonderful chairperson of CMC, Chris Arokowa. Thank you, Mohammed. He said it was great seeing you, beautiful ladies in person. You are welcome. It was great seeing you, Mohammed. It was great seeing you as well. You are a very handsome man in person. Your wife did a good job by choosing you. She showed that smile and that get up personality. She said, "Oh no, I gotta marry them man."
Yes, you just use that mango the smile.
That's it. So thank you, Mohammed, and we want to welcome T Max Zuckerberg. He said he's watching from District 13, Morel Liberia. We also want to welcome Lasso Kroma. Good evening to my hardworking leaders. Thank you, Lasso. Welcome. Thank you for watching. If you guys are watching, via which page you need to share the show so we can get people to come and listen to our letter from Sakapia. Because, you know, every time we come here, we have a segment where we have to read our political leader letter. It's very, very educative and very impressive. And, you know, he tells us a lot of things that, you know, I mean, the way he does it is just, I can't explain. But the letters are, it's very good. It's juicy and it's fruitful. I want to welcome also Sylvester Sandy Carter. Sylvester said, good morning from my end. I'm following from the Carter's Avenue in Nima Embassy in District 2. That Carter's Avenue, I got to go there when I come to that, bro. Seriously. Seriously. The way you can come in Carter Avenue in the embassy, I want to see it in my Gibitan.
No, can I tell some picture there?
Our political leader, CMC doing work in that area. So definitely I'm coming when we come to that, bro. In December, we got to come and see that Carter's Avenue. And we got to come and see. He said, many thanks and appreciation. Why do you think him about this? Many thanks and appreciation. Many thanks and appreciation. And congratulations to our team overseas. CMC is in his DNA.
Yes.
CMC is in his DNA. And want to say welcome to our strong member, Honorable Jerry Yokbo. He's watching.
Yes.
Okay, Yokbo, he said, good evening, my great and wonderful team members. Good evening, Honorable Yokbo. It's good to see you here tonight. And we're looking forward to seeing you. We want to welcome Sidiki Musa Belete. He said CMC and he hot us with a green hat.
Yes,
that is so beautiful. Welcome on Sidiki. Yeah, Doc. So if you have anything to say, I say Ansu, you want to come in? Anything? Do you have anything to say, brother, before we start to read our letter from Sakapie?
Well, you people have said it all from the program on Saturday. Maybe you just brush on maybe to tell about back home how was it like in terms of on the faces of the people in the USA, Minnesota, how they accepted the program, how they accepted people, how they saw the the CMC, the entire vision, and how they welcome you people. Yeah, know that. Yeah, so we just do 2 minutes, Madam Grace, that before you go to the letter.
Well, based on the people that I spoke to and the people that I talked to, and also people who came because of the function of the program, the reason why we held the program, people were excited. They also want a new direction. They have a lot of faith in the political leader, Representative Musa Hassan Billy, as we talked about his work about being championing the rule of law in the country. A lot of people were like, their faces lit up as I spoke about that, So they see that we need another option, a third lane. So yes, based on the people that I spoke to, there was a time that I kind of tried to make my rounds to the different tables. People are very receptive, and we have work to do. You got to keep in mind we're about 3.5, 4 months old. We're a young political party. We realize we have a lot of work to do, and we will continue doing that. I have strong faith in the team in Minnesota, so I'm not really worried about about that. So yes, I just wanted to add that. Yes. Well, thank you for asking. That was a great question. Madam Grace.
Yeah, the program was the reception was beautiful. From Friday, we entered the place. We had a very beautiful welcome, even at the airport. So even me, when I entered through the airport, I had a very great welcome. Somebody recognized me. I was even shocked. Say, "Oh, Grace, man, Grace, go." I'm like, "Yes." The CMC, I said, very strong.
Yes.
So it was from there, and then I came in to the baggage area. I met up with 2 CMC members. I already arrived at the airport. They were sitting in the lobby waiting for me. And it was the Midwest chair, Didi Sharks, and also one of our recruitment members, Dorothy Adoko. They were there waiting. And we met with a warm embrace. We were so happy. So from the airport, the atmosphere was just giving. And then when we got, to the hotel, the hotel people were very gracious. We landed, we got that key later on at the airport. Yeah. We all she key later on at the airport, and then we all left together in one car, and we went and checked in. went to the hotel, and then from there, when we were able to, ease ourselves off a little bit, and we went straight up to the chairman, Mr. Doorhouse. And as soon as we entered the house, the warm embrace. I mean, you could feel that the people were so welcoming. You could feel it when you enter the house, you can feel welcome.
Yes.
Welcome people as celebrities.
Yes, it was so beautiful. And then we started spreading the food for through the door. I said, welcome, say yes. I mean, for real.
Yes.
And then people started coming to the house, to say hi to us.
Yes.
People came in and everything. It was just a wonderful time.
Yes.
Liberians, when we want to be together and we want to love one another, we can do it.
Correct.
We just need to continue to do that. And because any change starts with love. Mm-hmm. And so the love from the team alone is just so magnificent and it's so great. Mm-hmm. I will not change any of my USA people anytime, any other global, because everywhere we went, even in the UK, it was like that. So, CMC is the vibe is just different. The vibe of this political party is very different. The way they embrace it. Even our leader, Musa Belete, the political leader, his interaction with us, I mean, it's just so nice. Yeah. It's just so nice. And that's the reason why in that part of CMC, you need to join us. You will see what we're talking. I don't know how to explain it. But I'm just feeling happy being a member of CMC. Yes, I do. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, people are very receptive, Ansu. Even in the way that they ask some poignant, good questions at the program. We had a question and answer period, so people were just genuinely happy to know that we are the third lane. We are the people who provide hope and vision for Liberia. We see, people are wondering, do I have to vote for these two political parties all the time? What have they done for us? I always sing this song. I jokingly say, "What have you done, Janet Jackson?" Exactly. So,
what have you done for me lately?
So that is the question, and so that's why we are here. It's so sad, there's all this money coming into our country, whether donors are giving them to us or whether we are collecting it through our taxes and resources. And as Mr. Doe said, it's a rich country, but yet and still, these two parties have managed us very, very poorly. They've managed us. I think we're having a discussion that if we manage our resources right, we can probably give Liberians money back. Like in this country, remember when we got that cash back? What was it called?
The COVID money.
Yeah, the COVID money or whatever. Yeah,
they were called stimulus check.
Yeah, the stimulus check. So if we manage thank you so much. If we manage our resources well, our finances well, our budget. If we don't have a regime speaker who will say one because I'm here and identify himself as a regime speaker, somebody who can check and say, Mr. President, this budget that you sent us is not good enough for the Liberian people. It does not stimulate the economy, nor give them a stimulus check. Okay, but we don't have that. Everybody just there for themselves. They're there to say that they say what the president wants, divvy up the budget that the president wants. So this is why we are here. We
want you to know that, and so it's reality. Liberia is so rich from research that people say that every Liberian in the world, whether we live in Liberia or not, we're supposed to get $2,000 check a person. That stimulus check for free. You gotta work for it. That how rich this country is. But the people don't know how to manage the richness of the country. They don't know how to manage the resources. They take loans, and the loans are going to be over our great-great-great-grandchildren. They will have to pay those money back. And then one group of people just get rich and ride $98,000 cars and change cars every 2 years, brand new cars, for no reason why other people can't even afford to get on a motorbike. Let's just be honest. It's not fair to our people. How much money your one can use it, you're not going to live on this earth forever. Your children, after you steal this money, they will not be able to use it because it's stolen money. It's not going to suffice. It's just the truth. So why leave our people to suffer that you can't even get a 24-hour current and regular pipe water running? That all we ask, and then fix the roads, let the highways work and connect to one another, so the counties, the people can be free to access their farms and access their livelihood. Their children can go to school walking on the sidewalks and not be afraid. That buses can pick up their children to carry them to school and bring them back. We can afford that. You're not believing us, but we're telling you in Liberia can afford it. The people in leadership don't want Liberia to afford it because they only want them to enjoy. You know, Jeremiah could want to be walking around with all the Chinese people and seeing that he's a bad person. Yes, but he's not doing the actual work of the people in the country. The blind people were just protesting. He is supposed to be all the group of 77. What is he doing about these people's lives? You there parading the world, passing around with all these Chinese people. You think it make you look good? Who cares? We don't care about picture anymore. When our schools in the country are leaking water when it's raining and the roads are all mudded up. We don't care about that. We don't care about you going to see Chinese people for nothing because we know when the money comes, you're going to put it in your pockets and steal it. So we don't care about those things. We care about this. This is what we care about. These are some of the things we care about. I will show you in a minute. We care for our people to be able to access roads and be able to access their livelihood, for the children to be walking and not be afraid because the roads are clean, for them to have a public restroom in every at least a 15 miles ratio. We want that for our country. That when it rains, the people can stand on a bus stop and wait for the rain to stop instead of running in the car and everybody sitting in the car wet. And when they go home, they get sick from fever, from cold. That is what we care about. You passing around and taking pictures with all those people then because you see people with less skin color, they are shaking. So we don't care about that. That have to do with boosting your morale. It don't have to do anything with boosting like Brentford morale. Like Brentford morale need to be boosted when the children can eat. That's what
Greenville district, they start to we are calling upon our lawmakers, Honorable Romeo Kuya, Thomas Romeo Kuya, district number 1 representative. We are calling upon you. As you can see, the people of Tatua, they are paying 1,500 per bike. You see the bridge, Himon 500 to cross. As you can see, we are calling upon Donkey. There is Tatua Bridge, Planson. For in district number 1, Tatua, Greenville district. We are calling upon our lawmakers, please. As you can see, watch the process of the bike. There's a struggle. Our people going through now. We are calling upon the lawmakers. We are calling upon the lawmakers. There's a process of crossing bike. Observe for the second time. 1,500 per bike, 500 per human. As you can see, there's a process. District number 1, Greenville District, Sando County, Planson Bridge, Tatua. As you can see, there's a process. A mistake, you have to pay. Simple mistake, you have to pay. As you can see, damaged bridge. Planson Bridge damage. Planson Bridge is damaged. From day before yesterday, there is an occur. Saturday night, as you can see, there's a process of crossing bike. We are calling upon Honorable Thomas Romeo Kuya, representative of district number 1, Greenville. As you can see, the owner of the bike is coming, 500 per human. Wow, my goodness. Thank you. The voice you are hearing is the voice of Alfonso.
Those are the things we care about. Those are the things we care about. We do not care about your appearance with other leaders trying to act like you're negotiating for Liberia. You're not negotiating for Liberia, you are negotiating for yourself. It's all about you. So these are the things we care about. When our people can access road to go across the bridge, just by salt to put in their soup. That road, look at the kind of danger it puts to somebody's life. If any mistake happen, that person dropping the water, they're dead on arrival. And your team, we care about all your show off, your fighting and clapping and dancing for a seat in United Nations or whatsoever seat. That's not what the people care about. The people don't care about that. That's what we want to say to you people. So we want to welcome Mr. Jerome Tia. Roland Tia, Roland is a member of CMC. He said, good evening, guys. Thanks so much for the show, Dr. Richardson and Sis Grace. CMC is the way forward for all Liberians come October 2029. And the third link is the way forward for all Liberians come October 2029. And one of the is welcome Mohammed again, Mohammed Dole. He says since the program on Saturday, more people are joining CMC in Minnesota. More people. So we just wanted you to know, because these are the things that CMC is gearing towards to fix in the country. That would be when CMC government take power in Liberia, that thing you see down there, that place will be fixed. Breach will be there. Because our people deserve it. Our people deserve it. The people in power, they are very selfish set of people. I don't understand this day. It's just 2025. Why people should live like that? I just want to say that. If you have anything
I actually wanted to add, just looking at that bridge, makes me think about how the diseases, can kill people in Liberia. Okay, just look at that water. Look at the bridge. That is asking, people have to cross that mosquito or, in that water, they pack out in that water. So we die from malaria. People are dying from malaria. All right, because there's no way for them to get from point A to point B. They have to make contact. Some of them, get close to that water. We talk about respiratory problem. That's Liberia has these deadly diseases, malaria, respiratory problem, things like bronchitis. People are dying from, pneumonia. Simple things in other parts of the world that people don't even die from, or they don't get sick to the point where they can't even move. All right. Then we talk about stroke. A lot of times, our people are dying of stroke. A lot of young people in our country, they don't have good healthcare services, but stroke is considered one of the deadliest diseases in Liberia. TB, again, infectious, bacterial infection going to your lungs. Who knows? You come in contact with that close water, and then of course diarrhea. You just go into the bathroom, losing all the nutrients in your body because you are coming. People are that water there, who know people, they're dirty. People are using it to drink, to live on, and all of that stuff. So we want a government, which is what CMC government will do. We definitely will work on making sure that these 5 deadliest diseases in Liberia are at least, reduced or eliminated. Other parts of the world, people don't suffer from, the percentage of stroke that we see in Liberia, or the percentage of malaria, because they know that if we know that we have these 5 deadly diseases, why can't we plan to prevent them? But something like having the bridge cut out into 2, that's a recipe for diseases, recipe for diseases, because there's no way for the put across. They gotta get in contact with the water one way or the other by inhaling some of the dirt and dirtiness, or either putting their foot in the water, or all kinds of crazy things that we know that can happen in our country, or either they have to drink, they're drinking dirty water going down the stream. It's just it's concerning to me. So we can prevent this. And that's what CMC is about: looking and studying these different ways that people get ill in our country. It's studied, it's known, it's preventable, and we can do something about it.
But that today, I don't know, Ansu, if you're going back and you see the pictures, or on Ability, he was partnering with Concon Care Foundation to bring relief to the people of River G. He said we will cross the boundaries in search of a new Liberia, singing the redemption song. Redemption song. Yeah. Redemption. I just can't wait to just be singing that song, walking by his side.
Yes.
The songs of freedom.
Yes.
Because for your country to be cured, the country is sick. For your country to be cured, we have to sing the songs of freedom, redemption song. You have to have the leadership to redeem the country. And that's what CMC gonna do. If you see the picture of the foundation if you see the picture where if you have that picture, and so you'll share that picture.
Yes.
What is showing the area that they're going to do in River G, come soon, that he's partnering with these people along to fix this place.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He was singing redemption song because he knows that project will be done and those people's lives will be changed. Just those simple things. Exactly. Showing Victoria trying to collect pictures and showing it because you're sending over other leaders, secondary leaders of countries, and you're seeing the people care about that. They care about their daily life struggle. That's what they care about. We tired with all the picture showing, and then some of y'all come on Facebook, you're sinking and all that kind of stuff. We tired with all of that. They people go there to collect your picture, but that's it. That's it.
Yeah, Grace has a beautiful picture. He's partnering with the leaders in River G to help them, because apparently I saw some river that was just dirty that could contribute to
the water passing. They look at it. One of the things that took my mother's life, Mom, you see how the boy walking in the water?
Mm-hmm.
We were leaving from across the bridge. We were going to Clay Ashland. There was a creek, or creek. That's how we got our boy walking with her barefoot. My mom walk in that water. Something in that creek got her leg.
Yeah.
The people could not find out what was making my mom foot to so my mom foot was just swelling. She went to Ghana, the best hospital care. The people still could not figure out what was bothering my mom foot. But we remember that we walked in that water. Looking for me, my brother told me on his back. So I was on my brother's back. So he walked in the water while I was on his back. And my sister, they said because we were afraid of my mom, she just walking because she just
learn. Thank you.
This is not the video. This is not it. So we had to go. We talking about the pictures of vulnerability. There's Sunny.
That picture, Ansu, you ain't got it in the studio. I saw it.
On the chat.
Yeah, here it is. Yes. So yes. So but if you look at that, yes, but
how are we supposed to see the picture?
I'm telling you. Yeah, but that was a beautiful description that you give, Madam Grace.
Something got her leg, and she's staying in the hospital until she died because of that.
But this is precisely what I was talking about before. This is what contributes and what causes diseases in Liberia. Okay, you can get, something can bite you while you're walking in such a dirty water. Exposure to that dirty water can cause malaria. It can give people, infection in their lungs, which contribute to TB. Diarrhea, just the exposure. Who knows that water going downstream? A lot of our people drink from the creek, from this river. So I mean, it's just, these are all preventable. And when I hear vulnerability coming in and bring redemption and like Madam Grace said, it reminds you, it brings you, you can't help but to start singing Bob Marley's song, Redemption, bringing in freedom for these people. Whether he's going to build a bridge or find a better way for them to connect as a community. It's redeeming. It's redemption. It gives them the sense of freedom. Okay? And that's all one can ask for. Grace, you're talking, we didn't hear you. You're saying something.
We don't want to see it like this, so I think they can take it down. That's
so it's emancipating them. Like in the song, it says emancipate yourself from your mental slavery. When we bring development and allow the people to be able to connect to each other, when we give them life, because who knows, walking in such dirty water, filthy dirty water, if you give that person life, prevent them from getting these 5 deadly diseases as I told you about. All right, that can contribute to emancipating you from that mental slavery, from that everyday worrying and thinking about, how am I going to cross this river? How am I going to live? How am I not going to get exposed to, malaria and what have you? So it's in some way emancipating you from that mental slavery that a lot of our people are carrying with them every day. The next day, how am I going to live?
Yeah, Doc. I mean, is I can't believe that in this day and age that we still have places like that in Liberia. People are still walking. One thing if you just see 1 or 2 places like that, but I mean everywhere, every country you go to, look at the other day we saw the ball falling down from the back.
Yeah, in the water.
Yes, I mean falling down. They were falling down. Look at the road there for them to even leave the place. It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
It is sad. I don't know how this is happening. And I want people to really see this, that they don't deserve this kind of life. They don't
Mm-hmm.
deserve people to be over them as leaders, because these
Mm-hmm.
people care nothing about them, neither their family. Real leaders will not allow their people to live like that, because
Mm-hmm.
after all, there is what more you will
Mm-hmm.
want. But these people, they are so greedy that they don't even care what the case may be. Or they know that, they just want to collect money for them, their children, so their children lives can be better. But their children come from Liberia too, so I don't understand how they think that, this will not impact their children in the long run. Because you see where America is going right now, people will want to go back home, and it will include your kids. So
Yeah.
this is where this is the place you build for your children to go. So are you not ashamed of yourself if you're in leadership, and they say who all are in the leadership? Your children, oh my power in the leadership, that there's some of the people right now how they being disgraced because their parents were evil. So all those things, I don't know, they don't think about that. I don't know whether they don't think about that, but it's sad to see our people go through such a struggle, and and just live like that. The people just don't care. They don't care.
That's
But it was amazing to see him sign to work along with the Kun Foundation so they can do something about that place. Because I tell you, you will never know, a lot of people are getting sick from that water.
oh yes.
There is a water like that even killed my mom.
Yeah.
She got sick. They think I'm her foot. The doctors and they everything they give her. They don't want the result to giving her. They resorted to giving her surgery. When they open the foot, it just got worse
Yeah.
because the water she walked in,
Yeah.
that water, because we're
Yeah.
trying to force to bypass, so we couldn't go in front and see the rebel name for them to kill anybody. It's sad though.
See that? You
It's
see that?
going through some sadness.
Yeah. And we need a leader who will look at ways, and this is what Representative Billy is doing, as he partners with these different organizations, because these areas are supposed to be documented. When you come speak to us, you should tell us, this is what we are doing with your money. We are putting
Yeah.
in a bridge, to prevent these deadliest illnesses that I told you about, to give the people a better way of life. And, I, I get very emotional when I hear Representative Billy tell us when I think on this show, in one of his letters, he told the story how, you know, he didn't have when he grew up. And so he hates to see, it brings him sorrow to see people, he gets tearful when he see other people suffering. And this is why he does what he does. I mean, yeah, people can, other leaders will take their money, like you said, Grace, they're sending their children abroad to study, they're building, buying big houses and stuff. That is corruption, by the way, people. But yeah, we have a leader who is not, he's giving his time. He's going to the place to personally assess the areas. He didn't say, I'm just going to throw money at you. He can do that. But he's going there. He went to Margibi. We see picture of him sitting down with the people in university to say, let me personally see these people. Let me talk to them. We saw him in a gathering of people saying, let me talk to them. Let me hear, their experience of, suffering from some illnesses and not having the ability to get to a hospital because there's no roads. Okay, or because the bridge broke, or because you got to walk in the water and get and somebody else will get sick because they're trying to help you to get to a hospital. So this is what he does, and I thank God for him. And this is where the direction in which we need to start thinking in terms of leadership in Liberia. This is definitely the direction in which we need to start thinking.
Yeah, we really need to start thinking on that. So I'm very proud to be, a member of CMC, to see the political leader have interest in the people of the country. Unlike the other people in power, they just don't care. This man have interest because those kind of waters and things, people die. You will not know because they don't really carry the real news. All the news they carry in Liberia is propaganda and pushing the government agenda, the agenda of nothing. The government has an agenda of nothingness. Yeah, that's what they're pushing. The real thing that's happening, these are the things that Musa Hassan Benete go after, and some of his other partner representatives, they do go after those things. And that's the real thing that will change the people's lives. But I wanted for us to have our segment of the
letter
from Sakapi.
And as we're looking for that letter in grace, before you go there, I also want people to know that we are not just looking to transform Liberia by looking at the presidency, because although we know the presidency, we have an imperial presidency in Liberia, imperial power that resides in the presidency. But we want to also do the legislature, and we want to do the judicial system. We want to do lower level systems, because people with our ideology, we are looking for you. And that's you. And you see Musa Pilate speaking to you in his letter that Grace is going to read to us, and we're going to elaborate on that later. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. Thank you.
Yep. So our famous letter, on this show, we have a segment every week to read the famous letter from Sakapie. It comes on every Sunday. But Musa Hassan Bilete will post this letter on his page, and he has hundreds of people going there, sometimes thousands, to go just to read his letters. I also advise him to put them in journals, because we want it as a book. So every now and then we can reflect on them, and you should have an ebook and a paperback book, so we can go and reflect on them and just read them, because they're very educational, and they also have this strong message. And it would be good for people to really just read. But yesterday, one of his famous letters came out, and he said the letter from Sakapie. Sakapie has become famous among the Liberian people. The letter from Sakapie, entitled Sakapie, Yesterday Men of Today. Yesterday's Men of Today. That's the title of the letter from Sakapie from yesterday, June 22nd, 2025. This weekend, I found myself once again in solidarity, reflection, quiet, withdrawn, just thinking. There are no crowds around me, no flashing lights, no microphones, only the sound of my conscience echoing in a room filled with memories and questions. And today, I want to talk to you. Yes, you, the yesterday's men of today. Yesterday, you were the voice of the people. You mobilized them. This is a recent letter. You mobilized them. You marched with them. You cried with them. You stood on the radio in the streets and gave fire to a movement. You were bold. You were fierce. You were fierce. You were uncompromising. You gave the struggling masses a voice, a reason to hope and believe that the sun will rise again. You told them to rise. They did. You told them to speak, and they shouted your truth. You told them the future could be better, and they trusted you. You championed their pain. You became their hope. You painted a picture of a new Liberia, a better one. And because of your words and courage, they patiently endure their suffering, believing in your promise of tomorrow. I remember how you fought to be elected a senator in Monserrado County. You did the unimaginable. You changed the story, and across the country, hope was reborn. They saw you not just as a politician, but as a redeemer, but as redeemers. You made them forget their hunger. You helped them survive one more day. They gave you power, not because you were perfect, but because you made them believe in something greater than the pain. But now you have come. You have arrived with power, and with it, you are repeating everything you once condemned. The same arrests you opposed, you now justify. The same arrogance you rejected, you now wear like a badge. Arrogance you rejected, you now wear like a badge. You now mimic the same corruption you scream against in whispers and excuses. Your only defense now is the sins of those before you. You say they did it too. You were not elected to avenge the past. You were elected to correct it. The power you now word was not meant for retaliation, it was meant for redemption. Have you forgotten the hungry mother who danced at your rally, hoping food will come tomorrow? Have you forgotten the child who wore your t-shirt to school, believing that the Liberia you promised would meet him at graduation? Have you forgotten the old man who sold his only chicken to pay his way to your rally because you gave him one last dream? Have you sat even for a moment and thought about them? This is not politics. This is betrayal. You are wounding the very people you carry. You are wounding the very people who carried you. You are mocking the very hope that lifted you. In doing so, you are not just repeating history, but killing it. But it is not too late. Sit, reflect, reconnect. Remember your purpose. Remember why you started. And more importantly, remember who you begin for. The people of this country will find their voice. And they have shown again and again that they will punish betrayal at the polls, that they will not allow lies to masquerade as leadership. So I leave you with this. Do not be justification for other cynicism. Be the correction of our history. Focus on your mission. Focus on your purpose. Focus on Liberia. Have a thoughtful week. Wow.
Yes.
Did you come to retaliate? That's the question he asked you. Did you remember the woman that came from the interior to wear your t-shirt? That little boy who wore your t-shirt and had hope that he would graduate? Did you remember that? That's what Honorable is saying. He wants you to reflect. This is not about politics. This is about our people. This is about us as Liberians.
Powerful.
This is betrayal. When the people get in the street and use their voices to attach their voices to your voice, and you tell them that everything will be fine once you get in that place. And when you get there, you do the opposite and even do the worst that were there before you. When they're asking you, do you reflect on those things? But he's telling us that it is not too late. You can still change it. Do right by the people. Do right by the people. That?
Yeah, this is so powerful. And Grace, thank you for reading this, because as you read it, I'm having imagery. I'm actually I'm just imagining, role playing some of what he's saying. And I just want to pick up on a couple of things that he said in his letter to Second Peter. He said, yesterday, just yesterday, you were the voice of the people. You mobilized them, got them together. You marched with them. You cried with them. You stood on radios and in the streets and gave fire to a movement. You were bold yesterday, but where are you today? When injustices are occurring, when they're burning our Capitol building, where are you? Where's your boldness? You were fierce. You were uncompromising, asking people to stand up for their rights. You were uncompromising. You gave the struggling masses a voice, a reason to hope, and believe the sun will rise again. People believe. They believe in the system, the government system that they thought were going to work. Okay, the Unity Party, they believe that they were going to be rescued. And then he comes, and I like this part where he asks you, and this is quite powerful, which is the part you like yourself, Grace, Madam Grace. He said, have you forgotten the hungry mother who danced at your rally? The woman who walked in poo-poo water, were all watching it on social media. Have you forgotten her? She was hoping that by your election that food would come her way. She would not go hungry. like the way you promised to have her eat at least more than 1 meal a day. Because in Liberia, we know that, statistically, people are eating 1 meal a day. Have you forgotten that child who wore that T-shirt to school, believing that Liberia you promised would meet him at graduation? Liberia you promised would meet him at graduation, that you would provide an education for him so that he would be well educated, where when he gave his graduation speech, Liberia you promised would say, wow, and will prepare a college for him, that would be his next chapter in his life. Have you forgotten that old man or that old lady who sold her only chicken to pay his or her way to your rally because you gave him one last dream, because of the hope that you provided you are going to rescue Liberians? I know he didn't put rescue in there, but that's what that's my imagination. And he asked a poignant and good question. He said, if you're in government now, he's asking you, have you sat even for a moment and thought about them? The little boy, the woman or old man who gave the only chicken, the person who walked in poo water. Did you sit down and think about them? Have you thought about the betrayal that you have caused them? Have you shattered the dreams, the hope that they had in you? Have you thought about that? And it takes a human characteristic, someone who interested in human beings, your livelihood, to be able to think about you, not only enriching yourself. And this is what he's telling us here. Think about the humans, okay? Not the buildings, not the riches, but the humans. You are warning the very people who carried you, these people who carry you, the people who are supporting you, who are walking and marching on your behalf and responding to your order and your command to rise up and speak the truth. You are marking the very hope that lifted you. In doing so, you are just not repeating history, but you are killing history. You are killing that hope. You are killing Liberia, allowing our country to slowly die on us. He's asking you, he's calling you to action. And he's calling all Liberians who are listening right now. Sit, reflect, think, and reconnect. Reconnect to the people. Don't let it just be about you and your family, me, myself, and I. He's saying, remember your purpose, what you came for. The rule of law, you told us that's what you came for. Agriculture, you told us that's what you came for. Education, rose, that's what you came for. Safety, good drinking water, that's what you came for. Those were the things you told us. That was your purpose. Remember why you started, and more importantly, remember who you began for, who you started this fight for, who you asked the people to rise up against for. The people of this country, one day, and we're beginning to, CMC is bringing awareness and alerting our people. They say you can fool us once, but you cannot fool us twice. They will rise up and find a voice. And they have shown again and again, every time we have an election, when there's a turnover in the legislation, that's the people. That's the way they're expressing themselves. They will punish those who portray them at the polls. That's what they do. They will punish those who betray them. I'm hearing echo in when I speak. Can somebody mute themselves? They will punish those. All of a sudden, they will yes. They will punish those who betrayed us at the poll. That they will not allow lies. The lies, she said, to masquerade as leadership. I don't know what's happening, but I'll stop here because it's distracting to me when I hear that echo.
Yeah, and so I think you need to mute yourself until you're ready to speak.
No, it's not from my end yet, though. Not from my end.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
mine.
Yes, it's better now. I'm not hearing it. And so he said at the end, and this is how he ends his letter from Sacre Pied. And so I leave you with this, another call to action. Do not be the justification for our cynicism. Don't let other people come and fool you. Say like Liberia can be better. Okay? We are here to rescue the country. No. Don't let that fool you. Be the correction of history, and that's the call to action. When you just sit down supremely and complacently, how are you correcting history? How are you allowing our country to move forward? And this is what we are not willing to do. We will focus on a mission of transforming our country. It's 2025. People are no longer using hand pumps in other parts of the world. When we travel on the airline going home, we see Ghanaians, Nigerians, they are going home there, and we ask them, where are you going? They don't tell me I'm going to Accra. They don't tell me I'm going to Lagos or Abuja. They tell me I'm going to my village, to my father's land. Maybe I was spending 1 or 2 nights, in Accra, and then the next day I'm going to my father's land, and I wonder. And that's because they are comfortable in their father's land, in their village. Because why? They have the necessity. They have electricity. They have water for the most part. And so he said, focus on your purpose and let us focus on Liberia. And that's the part I enjoy. Focus on your purpose and focus on Liberia. So, Madam Grace Gua, those are my thoughts.
Yeah. I still will come in, but with all that, when he said that, it makes me to think. When he all the entire letter, it makes me to think, and I start to ponder in my head that, in a sense, the woman, the boy, the man, the person that sold the chicken, the person that was expecting education, the person that danced in the water and everything, was happy because of the hope that they gave them. In a sense, when you let those people down, it is like a sin that you have committed. The cries of those people is a curse.
Mm-hmm.
And the regrets of those people, you will get punished for it in the future. That's why you see some people, they start to go through stuff. Say, but I don't even know what, but you remember when you promised Mount Sarah them all the way in Grand Crew that their lives are going to be changed. When the last money they had, they said they were donating. They said that they were going to donate it to you. And when you went there, you forgot about them. The cries of those people, that's when you start to get punished through sicknesses. Your children become just like that. All those things you have to think about it, because you can't play with people like that. When people are looking for hope and you promise them it, and later on you get there and you refuse to give that hope to them because that's how you got there, you're not going to go scot-free. You're going to pay for it. So you have anything to say?
Yeah, so the communication is clear, very, very clear indeed. And sometimes we sit and always think how many people we're going to find, especially in an opposition side, to find themselves in that space that would just engage government constructively, where just go through that radar, read it this way, Mr. President, and it's not about taking maybe flag high, it's not about mobilizing people for a march, peaceful march, but that communication can just draw your attention if you're off track to tell you how people. I can still remember doing that last launch, how people are there stepping under the rain in the drainage and other stuff, drainages and other stuff, under the rain, the water stopping it halfway. It's just that letter alone again. It's not about justification that we came, we met a year. So because we came, we met a year, and we're just going to continue with it. No, it's not about because I feel I'm the head. So for that reason, the law of the country, I'm not going to focus or go by the law of this country. It's not about, it's not about which pound. You understand me? That communication, it shows clearly that people in opposition, it's not everything about gathering thousands of people constructively. You can engage the government. You can put your government. You can just look. If Omen Burger, I don't know, if somebody can just take that communication and just run with the old man somewhere, they just go through it. That communication phone honorability, it clearly shows that if you are off track, it brings you back. The old leader from the old man from Duporo Market, from the Bushra Island, Dwalai, and the red light, a boosted caller. That day I can still remember they were under the rain in the water stepping. So the communication is speak all everything said it all, and I don't know. I have been filing the letter from for Sanico for Miss Ability.
Osaka P.
Yeah, for Sakipi, I've been fighting this letter on Madam Griggs and Dr. Richardson, but this one is so touching because as we're just giving a breakdown, I just start to see in my face. I start to get that images of videos of just seeing the people stepping in that water, and I just go that poo water, real one. That water where you had the people stepping in, they shut down the businesses, the potato green market was saying they closed everything because of hope. It was not about coming to justify or defend that we came and we met it here.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Also, but also before we move on, I just know that Honorable Bete, I think he the letter, if the people smart, that if I were in government, I would take these letters as advice. Because it reminds you like, okay, maybe I need to do the right thing. So if they're smart, they will read a letter and try to come back and try to remember how they got in that position in the first place. Well, I mean, when these people, when they in power, they're blind, they don't care about the common man, they just want to do what they want to do, especially people who get in power and don't have any love for country. It's a waste of time. When people get in power and they have love for country, you will see it before they ever step into power. Most of the people, they never really did nothing for Liberia. They were just opportune to get in those positions. They never did nothing. The real people that have been doing real or charity work in that country has not had the chance to lead, because the kind of charity work that people have done, if they get there and have the resources to help the country, they will help the country in a big way. Donald Trump will say bigly. In a big way. But the people that get there is all them by themselves. I have never seen a bunch of selfish people for the last 20 years. I have seen with the two political leading party that claim to be leading. Until CMC came and they got a rule awakening. Say, oh, they just jump off on the sleep. Yeah, I've never seen a selfish group of people that will do the utmost worst for any country than these people. I have not seen. So on a probability letter is advice, so then they better go read it. And like you read it on the encyclopedia defining words. Go read it and take the definition of it and run with it and do what you're supposed to do for the people. That's how I feel. Do what you're supposed to do for the people. Yeah, Doc, but before if you have any other things to say, you can say so we can move on. I wanted us to discuss that Fatiga pressing time and also how they call him the deputy speaker. They wrote about him, saying that he support the United Party, but I don't know what the people expected. All the speaker they in the world party speaker there. And that man is he not for policy, but he policy from the back. Let's just be clear. So those kind of people when they're talking, they will support the government. Wait a minute, I put that thing on the newspaper. Why are you putting it there? You are talking to the woman, they were suffering that breach, and the kind of thing also be writing in the newspaper. Go ahead, Doc.
No, I don't have much to add, except I heard we're getting word that there's a Liberian woman who worked and saved up her money, went to Liberia. I don't know if you heard that story. I put that story in the chat room. who we don't know is a unfolding story. So we'll probably bring more about that. But I just want people to know. I want to say sorry to her family members.
What
Uh,
happened to her, dog?
well, they said she went to Liberia. She built a house and everything worked, saved her money, moved back home, just like many of us in the diaspora are planning to do, to be able to contribute and collaborate with our people back home. And today there's news that people broke into her home, they raped her, folded her up in her mattress and put it on fire and burned it.
Oh my
It
God.
killed her. Yes.
Oh my
And people are
God.
now asking questions. The involvement of the police. The police got involved, but nobody has said anything as far as I learned so far. So people, her family and her friends are calling for actions to be taken. So we'll probably learn more about the story, but we're sorry. Uh,
Mhm.
Anytime something like that happen, is sense of fear into the diaspora community and to the community in which she lived in Liberia, that these things can happen. And no, nobody's. It's been more than 24 hours. I don't know if there's been a police release about it, looking for the suspect, giving our reward for anyone who knows or hear about the suspects, to bring them to book. I don't know if anything has been said yet. So,
That
but
is that is like target killing. Like
yeah,
she was targeted. Because
mhm,
how would they rape her before they kill her? So it was masterminded already in my mind. And then
mhm,
they wrap her in her mattress and burn it.
yeah,
Yeah. They
yeah,
went there to really kill the woman then.
yeah, oh,
We call on the police to investigate this matter because they can't allow this kind of thing to just pass.
yes, yes.
It,
So
it, it's been 24 hours already and they have not made any arrest.
I think so. Yes, I think so. I was actually on another platform as the story was, the story unfolded today, but as it was unfolding, and given our trip, we both were working on other issues today, so we were very hit and miss on social media, and so that's what I'm hearing. But we just say we're sorry, Namaya, to her friends and family, and we hope that there will be a speedy investigation into this case, that it will reduce the fear of many people who are looking to travel back home to, who
A lot
work.
of people say they're going home. I met one woman, she said she was going home. The woman
Exactly.
in the plane I met yesterday too was telling me she's looking forward to going home. The people
Mhm.
won't go.
Yes. Yeah. The word
Where
is,
is the safety and security? That's the thing we're talking. The country is just not safe. I don't understand. I just don't get it. Like
yeah,
breast starts a tendency. How? You
yeah,
have not found figure out a way to keep the people lives safe in that country.
yeah.
How? We
Yeah.
just see policemen hanging from people keke. That the kind of thing we see. Where is the security, the safety of the country? These police they're supposed to be working at night in all the areas, 24 hours civilians. Where
Yeah.
when something happening, people can run there quick and call the cops, and the cops will be available. They can take care of shift. That's how
Mhm.
the police work here. As soon as you dial 911, you second the people to your door.
Mhm.
Ah,
Mhm.
not that hard, Liberians. The leadership is just poor. Very
Mhm.
poor leadership.
Yeah.
So Ansu, did you hear about that story?
Yes, so let us hearing we bounced into that story. But at that time it was already after our news time, and since then, as Dad said, and doing the follow up, we've been trying to see whether we can get a response, from or any communication from the police in terms of what happened to that lady. But yet, so maybe hopefully before May Day tomorrow, then the police will, our police here now, they are, I mean, just breaking down, they are that capital building case, they're just taking and put it on the head. So they think the other cases around it, before it reach to the desk now, it will take some time because the whole focus now just capital building case. The Kia case are capital for capital building.
Well,
That
how
brings
a whole
to
government is just before how a whole judicial
that's the
system just
whole focus now on to that case. There are
that
so
is
many
so funny.
cases, other cases they have on the desk there. But as I said, so we hope maybe for now to 12th May Day, there will be a communication from NMP concerning that lady incident. As
Yeah.
that said, yeah, it's very very sad. Yeah, she was raped, beaten. Can you just imagine? Put into her mattress, put gas on her, burn her.
Hmm.
So it's a sad story. and
will
we'll keep doing follow up. Yeah, up to tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully maybe
Yeah.
around 12 midday.
So I'm looking on Facebook, and her name, if I can call her name, is Sienna.
You want CNN? Sienna or Sienna?
Sienna,
Sienna?
yes, Sienna. And
Yeah.
she was actually in one picture that I'm looking. She's dancing with some friends in her newly built home in the Marshall area in Liberia.
Hmm.
She was happy, and then somebody just came in, killed her. Nobody knows. Nobody heard anything. Uh, as I'm reading, they chop her up, rape her, and then burn her body on her mattress. She was buried in her backyard, and this person who wrote this is saying that these criminals must be brought to book. So this is in the Marshall area. Um, it's a sad thing. So we hope that many people will be aware, just kind of be aware.
The person they targeted that lady, and that's how they're going around targeting people. It's just so totally wrong.
Yes.
How will you just go and kill someone, rape the person, kill them and burn them up? We want justice for this lady. We're gonna push this case.
Yeah.
We
Mhm.
want justice for her. It's just a fair thing to do.
We'll
You
do
know
that.
it is to work here and go and build a house in Liberia. You know the struggle people go through.
Yes.
After you build a house,
Very
you
young
know,
too.
look at what happened to the woman.
She's young.
Yeah,
Young.
baby, come on. You need to send investigation for this thing, and then you have to forward it to the courts. You got a woman. This is just not fair. How y'all want people to come home to that country, and how y'all want investment to come to the country? People seeing that thing with a planning to go home, they was scared.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah.
my
I
God.
want to send you. I don't know if we can put this. I want to send she's looks
This is
very
very, very scary.
yeah, she got a lot of energy inside of her. I'm watching a video
Yeah.
of her here. I will send it to our chat room as well.
And
But
her house look very nice.
yeah, so she worked so hard.
Her house very solid in the window bars and everything. Yeah, man.
She didn't wait until like some of us, but she's young. She's at a contributing age in Liberia where she can contribute
Yeah.
but then to go see that kind of thing, happening. It's just it's heartbreaking. We need to instill faith in our system. We need that to induce fear in the community, rather instill hope that yes, it's okay. These things will not go unpunished. That if you did something like this, you'll be caught and brought to book, so that people can feel free to go home. They can know Liberia is home and it's open to all. But it's just it's kind of scary, man.
That's
Yeah.
what they want to do to make people afraid to go back home, but people will still go back home.
Yeah, I think it would be
The
nice.
culture will be changed when a new government take over, because safety and security is one of the main things
Of
that keep
course.
the country ready for investment, for other people to want to come home. The people's lives have to be safe. So that's the thing. The country lacking. The country just lacking everything all around. I mean, nothing is really very permanent in our country. So I don't know.
And yeah, so that's the people mourning her.
All of us will go there. Our sister is going ahead. And one thing also is that our sister, the very place, one day all of us will go there. Our sister is going ahead. And one thing also is that our sister died in Christ. We know the Lord. Oh, she died. The very place, one day all of us will go there. Our sister is going ahead. And one thing also is that our sister died in Christ. We know the Lord. Oh, she died. The very place, one day all of us will go there. Our sister is going ahead. And one
The woman built a very beautiful house. Yeah, man. That woman, I can just imagine. She came from Canada. How she worked so hard. And the Canadian rate is lower than the US rate. So she had to double her funds just to go to that brother to build her house, because she got to change that money to US dollars, and then it reduces her amount. It's sad though. The person who did that thing, they are really evil, and they need to be found and put behind bars for a long, long time.
Yeah,
Yes.
nobody deserves to leave this world like that. I don't care what she did or what she didn't do. But nobody there. She see how young and vibrant she looks. I just
Which
want
one of them now?
the one in this one in it with the tower, the one in the middle that you can see. Yeah, not the one in the red or not the one for Hannah, but she's young, vibrant. Like
Oh,
she
the
got
one, the slim looking one, the slimmer looking
yes,
one.
yes,
Oh
the
my God.
tower, yes, the slimmer looking one. So
Mm.
yes, so she had just built her house, moved home. Wanted to, enjoy Liberia. And Chris, I'm thinking, I'm not, I don't have a degree in criminology, but just common sense is telling me, you put these police depots everywhere. We're starting off. I'm not going to sit here and say we'll change Liberia overnight. I've always say that, but we'll get Liberia in the right trajectory, in the right path. How hard is it to say, okay, in Kakata, we got the map of Kakata, the least populated places and the most populated, because when places are more populated, you tend to get more calls, more crime, more problems. In least populated places, yes, there's crimes, but they tend to be fine. You put police, you put police every few miles. And like you said, have a phone call number where when people call is routed to the police station and they can appear. Give them a car. That 45,000 you spend on car, that two police, three, if you going as low as going to the Japanese people now, you can get a Nissan for at least $10,000.
Especially when you order it a lot. If you order the cars, a lot of the same cars they people give it for cheaper.
Yeah, so police that car, and I can speak about car type guy. I grew up there when I was little, and then of course not too far. I have my farm, but we just talk about places like if you like big Wiala your central location for that whole area, the Clinton area, the Fiala area, the Wiala area, that whole location there. You put a central depot in the city of Wiala. So when somebody call, there's few crimes. You talk to these people because yes, I understand the police will not be paid comparable to other places around the world, but this is a service. You're doing a service. This is your patriotic duty to protect others. All right.
But do they have police even working in the night in our country? And so before you open a few phone lines, do they have because the police do take it by shift. That's why I know here. They take it by shift. They work 3 shifts a day. So some people work from 7 to 3, some of them work from 3 to 11. The other group work from 11 to 7, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, we have police work at night. It's just that the manpower is less. That's all. But police, maybe like now, in the Duporo Bell, you have currently. When I was there last night, I saw a police pickup, parking at the Duporo Junction. I pick up, between 11:30, 12 up to 1 o'clock.
that's
So
good.
yeah. But what happened now is that when you have an incident, maybe in Omega, you have for incident around maybe the area 2 community that is on the highway, they respond. The time just recently I was on rebel somewhere in the St. Pinsville Bell, and the robbery that came on, I think one morning changer, and there was a huge gun sound.
Yeah, I
So
heard
I
that.
know before police could get there again. So it's just a matter of the manpower. And I think when it comes to the night folks, they need to tap the force out. Yeah, they need to build up the night force patrol team. They need more manpower for the police. Or they do a joint security stuff where they can hire, maybe the immigration service, the LDA, if possible, the AFL to join to at night. Then during the day, the police now can take out the city.
My thing is that if they offer the police more money, more people will join the police force. If they offer them to pay them more money, they will join the army as well. Or
They
police
get
officers are at least
officer
supposed to be
making,
paid 500
yeah.
US dollars a month in our country for the kind of danger that their lives will be in, tackling these crimes. They're supposed to be paid good money, to be able to do that. But I mean, that I think
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna say these things. There are challenging problems, but problems that can be solved by a team of people who are truly interested. And people training would be number one thing to focus on. Letting the people know, emergency calls. Setting up an emergency call system. Like we have the 911 call system. how hard is that to emulate? Especially, I know we have challenges with our, internet system, but when people want to call you by WhatsApp, they call us every morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. They know how to get to you, so it can be done. Text messaging, WhatsApp, and then also, just like as you said, manpower, beefing up the manpower.
Yeah.
You know?
Seriously, you be happy near my grace. If you want to police station at night hour, maybe you go and see 3 or 4 police officers that will tell you, no manpower, we can go with you.
You see that?
Yeah.
And that's why I say if they give them a very good pay, then people will be more encouraged to work that. You're working for your money, you're looking for that money every month, you taking pay on time, you got your enough benefits. It will give the police the courage to want to do their work. It will give the people, more people will want to join the police force. You see, because they know they're getting paid their benefits too, and then they will be looking forward to working hard so they can get raised or maybe getting a position, step into a new position. All those things, you got to encourage the people by giving them flashy pays and, encouraging them to want to do that kind of job. And training is going to be good. I sure they got training. It's just that the manpower is not there. But you can open the phone lines before we close. I mean, it's not 21 now. It's a 121 here. And we're here.
Yes.
121. Yeah.
Welcome everybody.
0776.
No, I was just gonna welcome everybody. But go ahead, Ansu. Go ahead, Ansu.
All right, 0776 9274 72 0776 927472. Political Lounge, your Truth FM 96.1. Call and talk to our panelists. For those of you who by radio monitoring and just in with discussing training issue back home here. So you can be part of the discussion. Just have yourself in the program on 0776 927472. Good morning. Sir? Yeah, I'm sure. Go ahead.
Thank you for the show. I monitor the show every night. Doing well to sensitize us. You did agreement. But what my sister saying from the state is good. The men are waiting to work, but the salary in Liberia is very small. As I'm talking as a very security, the money that will make taking you $40, $35.
$40?
I'm telling you, $40, $35. I'm putting you taking $100 and not $110. Then what will motivate you for you to go and take your trip? I didn't allow everything be there. You be taking that thing at $200, $300, allow them for you. They wonder with this street. It's just about security.
Okay. Wonderful. Thanks so much. Wow. Private security 3540. And night, can you imagine?
You talking about a month?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Melvin?
Yeah.
How's everything? Okay, go ahead quickly.
Firstly, let me to our critical here this morning.
Maybe can you just lower the sound? Can you lower the sound of your monitor by you in the room? Because I know a lady now outside. That radio, yeah.
Yeah, let me say good morning from my end to you, to Dr. Regency and Madam Grace. I really want to appreciate you guys because like every day, every time you have to be on air, you make it your duty coming. It's just like something they are paying you for. Yeah, so I really want to appreciate, and as long, I always saying this, as long you guys made up the mind to come on air, we that believe in the telling, we all will be here to listen to the show, even if we don't have anything much to say, but to contribute to the show. Yes, so I really appreciate you guys for pushing the agenda of CFC.
Thank you, my brother. You always here, Marvin, always calling, making sure that you, not you make sure you participate. Thanks so much, my brother. Good morning. Yes, you have the push screen enough also. I think not too clear. Go ahead. No, no. I'm not getting you. We're not getting you at all. It's to by 0776 9274 72 776 92 74 72 are the numbers for you to call. Good morning. Caller, are you there? Caller, are you there? 776 9274 72. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say for the show. Why you are talking is very, and the security system in the country is very low. Counting was right now we are riding back here doing a message. We are coming out something. So once the security system is very good, you will be willing to work with the country.
Okay. Security system in a bit tight. Little bit allow you're coming a little bit broken, but at least manage to get the security system need to be tight. 776 9274 72. Good morning. You have to be audible, please.
I'm working now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think thank you so much for the show. I've been a few people with my family, the courage, and the police have to do, the government had to plan more effort for it to go to the police. I don't know why you get that.
Where you call from? Where you calling from? Because it's still broken, you know. Where you calling from?
Yeah, I coming from Fender.
Oh, Fenna. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 0776 9274 72. Two more quickly. 776 9274 72 are the numbers for you to call this morning and have your seat on the show here, the political launch here on Truth FM and also on Facebook. For those of you following us, it's plus 231 776 9274 72. So um while we're waiting on maybe
Well, I think we can do our closing. You can close the phone lines
yeah,
now.
okay, let me just squeeze in this person. Go
Okay.
ahead. I'm just squeezing in. Go ahead. You have to speak to the mic there, please. Please be audible. All right. Let's just do this so we get closer from there. Yeah. That we can just hold on from there or we get closer from there.
Okay. Okay. So thank you so much for the calls. We'd like to thank the people that call in tonight. We say we appreciate your calls and your input on the show. You know, we take everybody input very seriously. I was just amazed that the first caller who called and he talked about the pay rate in the country is very low. And I also noticed that another person called and said they were making $35 a month as a security.
35 $40 security man. I
How
got
is
you.
how somebody can survive with $40 a month? How does that even make sense in a country that like brother so expensive? How can somebody survive? How are these people paying these people? Is the government doing anything about this? Do they have any pay rate regulations in place to because they are shortchanging the people on their labor? Where are the labor laws that are supposed to prevent those things? That in a country that's setting they got minimum wage. How is it that you pay somebody $45 a month for a job to do like a security job that risks their lives? That they go and stand there at night or at day and somebody can even hurt them because they dress up in uniform. I don't understand the country at all when it comes to that. I just feel everything is kind of fraudulent in our country because the government don't set the regulations and they don't make sure they are abide by. And that's where I'm coming from. That's why the crimes are high. That's why armed robbery in the country. Because you have to make sure things are level up. Now I'm not saying when they put go armed robbery, it's good for them to do it, it's wrong. But you see why the crime rate is high? The people make $35 a month or so. We had an office in Liberia, Women Advocacy Network International. We had an office running for 2.5 years on Randa Street. Our employees in the office used to work on it 3 times a week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. They off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They made $200 a month each person. And we thought it was even small. We thought the money was too little, $200 a month, but they were just working 3 days a week, from 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock, 3 days a week. So we thought, I think it was good enough money, but at the same time we thought that that was too small to survive. And so they had the other days they could find another job, a second job to add that money up. 35, that I can't, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm going to be brief. We said a lot today. It's sad, $30 a week, but I just going to quote what Honorable Billy
Not
said.
a week or a month.
A month. Oh my God, that's even worse. $30 a month. No wonder why. So I wanted to talk to just close by saying what Honorable Billy said in his letter, and then we can leave, and we'll be back here tomorrow. Just want to thank all of you for joining us. If you're driving along the way this time of the night, we're telling you thank you for listening to us. Thank you for choosing us. You could have had the opportunity to listen to many other people, but you decided to listen to Madam Grace Gua and Dr. Francine and Jennifer Richardson and Ansu Salif on the Political Lounge. So we thank you. So whether you're coming from Cape Mount to Monrovia, or you're driving from Cape Mount to Sierra Leone, or from Monrovia to Sierra Leone, thank you. Whether you're a nurse working your late shift, 11 to 7, or even if you're a police officer, you're listening to us tonight, I want to tell you thank you so much. Honorable Billy said that, it is you he wants to talk to. Yes, you. If you're looking around wondering who you're talking to, who we're calling to action, it's you. It's you that the CMC is calling to action, because we are sick and tired of being tired. You are the man of yesterday, the man of yesterday, and you are the man today. We're calling on you not to betray your people. He asks you to sit, reflect, and reconnect. That reconnect I'm hearing is the voice, those voices who stood up for you, the voice of the people. Reconnect to your people. Find out their needs, assess them, pay attention to the people. And that's all we're asking you to do. So on that note, I would like to say thank you for joining us. It's been a great night, a good ride. And CMC is the third lane to go. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Doc. And thanks everybody for watching. I would like to say thanks to the last group of people that came on and was watching. Their name just popped up. Mohammed Inza Dole. He said these women are indeed beautiful and deserving of our praise daily. Seeing them in person was a truly eye-opening experience for me and numerous others. CMC welcomes all peace-loving Liberians individuals. Your presence made a significant difference during the CNC program in Minnesota. Stanley Japo is watching. He said, wow, you people are doing extremely well. Our own strong CMC member from Dubai, Abraham V. Sherry, he said, greetings, our good leaders, Madam Grace Goa and Madam Dr. Francine Richardson Chinaway. Francine Chinaway Richardson. Rebecca Agosi is watching. We want to say hi, Abraham.
I was here.
Everything. You have done a great job already. We are looking forward to coming to Dubai when you set up your people. And looking forward to that. So thank you, Ibrahim, and thank you, Madam Rebecca Gassi, for watching. Sophie Blamo, we thank you for watching. And our own Diaspora USA Recruitment and Mobilization Chairperson, Mr. Crab Kennedy, is on here. He said we will get there. New birth, new life, new day. CMC is coming.
Yes.
Yes. We say welcome, and we thank you for watching, Mr. Alisa. We put law down for, I can't read that, Ali. That is too close for me. So thank you for watching. Yes. And we want to say thank you to the guys in the studio for being there. We want to say good morning to the people of Liberia in Radio Land. God bless you all. We are keep on praying for you guys, and we pray that God open your eyes to see the third link come 2029, because the people that are there not doing you justice. People die in the country for things that they shouldn't even be dying for. Armed robbery should not be the way out for anybody to die, and we hope that the government put things in place that the people feel secure in their homes. So have a beautiful evening, everyone. And we see you tomorrow. We come here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Whereas Friday, we have our people win some money for the weekend. Have a good evening, everyone.
CMC, for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens Movement for Change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up, Liberia. CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity. CMC core values. CMC Global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's hold together. Let's hold together. It's a unity. Raise up the hands. CMC. The land of liberty, the land of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, yes, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia.